Howdy cats and canaries, it's Paul Kozinski here from The Nearly Men with another review that is asking you to get your Robin Hood on. So come on! So today we are looking at Apex Construct from the ludicrously friendly folk over at Fast Travel Games. Apex Construct is a fully immersive action-adventure built exclusively for virtual reality and is out now on PSVR and is coming to Oculus Rift, HTC Vive and Windows Mixed Reality on the 20th of March 2018. This is the debut title from Fast Travel, who are based in Stockholm and made up of industry veterans from games such as Mirror's Edge and Battlefield, and to be honest, it's a great start for the company. Apex Construct begins with your character in the void, with nothing for company except the voice of Father inside your head. And he takes you back to Earth, but not as you know it, because our world has suffered the shift. And as we play through the adventure with our futuristic bow and arrow, we discover what happened to our wonderful world and also what our role is in the feud between two powerful AIs.
They must not be allowed to damage the machine.
To explore the beautifully stylised worlds, players can choose between full locomotion and teleportation. Now for the main playthrough I chose teleportation, which on the whole worked fairly well. There were some niggly issues where you couldn't quite find the sweet spot in between the turns, but on the whole it ran fairly smoothly. I did try out the full locomotion after I'd finished the game, and in hindsight I think I would use full locomotion for the full game for the future. I did feel a wee bit motion sick to begin with, but it soon passed and you started to get used to the movement of it, and it just lets you move your character that wee bit better for reaching and grabbing things. However, once I did switch on full locomotion, I did notice a few little blips with my hand reaching out and kind of disappearing off into the distance, so I couldn't use my hand, had to reset my view. But as I say, I didn't play through the game, so I don't know how often that would happen. The player launches each mission from a character's safe house, that's your base. That's a wee place where you can store items, you can also upgrade your bow and your arrows. Now there is some back and forth between levels because you can only get into certain areas if you've got the right security clearance, and as you can imagine you don't get security clearance 3 until you're in level 5 and you have to go back to level 1 to get into the security level 3. But it's fine, and you're going to have to do that if you want to collect your tasty secrets. Within the world there are nasty wee spiderlings and come out of nowhere dogs who are protecting the world on behalf of Mother, the other side of this feud of AIs. And it's up to you with your bow and arrow to rid the world of these nasty creatures, and boy is it satisfying when you do.
Tridus of the universe. He doesn't understand. You're bound to make the same mistakes again, and he will gladly help you make them.
This game is one of the longer VR games that I've played, and if you want to get those secrets you're going to have a wee bit of replay going on, so that'll extend the life. You can also do a bit of Dark Souls as well and grind certain areas to accumulate enough points to get upgrades for your bow and arrow. Now this game is sadly single player only, there's no hint of multiplayer, it's a standalone experience for now. I mean, who knows what in the future. I mean, if they release an expansion that would maybe have some sort of co-op fun, I would snap that right up. The artwork in the game is bright and colourful and fits really well with the storyline. There were the odd time where the wall maybe didn't quite load or I walked through a wall, but not really enough to be getting upset about. The sound design is effective and the voice acting is enjoyable. Sometimes I did notice that the action was a wee bit too loud for the dialogue, but again, nothing to get too upset about. The VR works well and is quite immersive. Aside from the positioning when you're teleporting, as I mentioned before, the world completely sells you. And again, one of those, you take the mask off, you forget where you were. Oh, it's night time. As mentioned, there are lots of secrets to find, and I'm pretty sure that some of these only become available in certain areas after completing other areas, so you're going to have to do multiple runs. But you know what? That's fine, because the combat is quite fun, and even when you're grinding, it gives you some satisfaction to smack that wee spider right in the eye. Apex Construct is a fun game. Like all VR games, it's a little too short, but as I mentioned, this could be the longest VR game that I've played. Now, that could be because I got stuck on one fight section and had to keep replaying it for a couple of hours, but that's the proof in the pudding for me. I enjoyed being stuck because the combat is so fun. If I wasn't enjoying it, then I would have just lowered the difficulty, played through it, and then, you know, that'd have been that. But I didn't, I kept going back and back because the combat is so fun. The bow and arrow has got a really nice weight to it, so I was quite happy to load that up again and again and again. The story's alright, if a little familiar, but you know, the half-decent voice acting that is in your head for the whole game is a nice companion as you go on the journey. Apex Construct is a nice addition to the virtual reality library, and with 2018 looking like it's going to bring the next level of VR gaming with more focus on depth of game rather than gimmicky novelties, then this is a great start. Thanks for watching, folks. Please do hit subscribe to keep up to date with our YouTube channel. Also in the links below you'll find all information for the Nearly Men. Please do check us out, and we'll see you next time.